Well, in Houston County, we started out by doing some professional development. Before we rolled the Georgia Standards of Excellence out, we brought teachers in and we explained that the content was changing, but the way that they teach is changing as well. And so we really started having conversations about inquiry and what that looks like. And we wanted to make sure that teachers understood that inquiry takes many forms, that it's really not just giving a research question and then turning the students loose, but it's more about having students ask questions of documents and of the topic that had been presented to them.
If we're expecting teachers to teach this type of instruction, we've got to provide them with the resources that we want them to use. Typically, we've been using textbooks. Textbooks is a resource. It's one resource that can be beneficial if used in the correct way. But as just one resource, we also want students to be engaged with primary source documents. We want them to be watching historical video clips of the actual time period to make connections with that. If the teachers aren't provided the necessary resources, it just makes their job of shifting to inquiry work more difficult.
Providing as much professional learning as possible, making sure that teachers have access to resources that support inquiry, and also monitoring and just supporting them on a daily basis, actually being available to teachers, showing up when possible.
It's also about giving them the space and the freedom to think differently about the standards. We see teachers looking at standards maybe as more of a checklist, right? And so it's about trying to blow up that type of thinking and think more holistically about your standards. What's the reason, or why are we teaching those standards, right? And then connecting with enduring understandings and connecting themes. So reframing the standards in that way kind of helps them to rethink how they teach the standards and be more inquiry-based.
The ways that I try to support inquiry at the district level is to, obviously, at one level, to create training for teachers, to give them the opportunity to observe other teachers, what it looks like. I think the other thing is just giving them that space. Not only do kids need space to get involved in inquiry, we need to free teachers and give them some latitude to explore ways of teaching that they used to do back in the day. So it's kind of like relaunching social studies in the way that we should do social studies, because at the heart of social studies is problem solving, and that's what inquiry is.